Welcome to Embers and Intentions. I'm Sonia, the creator, and I'm so grateful that you are here today. Today, we are going to dive into this sometimes heavy topic of stories you tell yourself that are keeping your fire small. We've all got different insecurities that have developed over our lives. Maybe you think you're too short, you don't run fast enough, you aren't smart enough. There are so many possibilities involved to choose from. Unfortunately, these stories don't simply stop when we grow into adulthood. I've personally found that I struggle greatly with being able to be my true self. After reflecting, I can see that this stems from my youth when I was forced to be quiet in school and fit that cookie cutter school child behavior. We all made the same art projects, completed the same assignments, etc. It's frustrating for me to look back and see that I was hiding the lively, vivacious, creative person that I am today. Sadly, these same requirements and patterns are now being used in our day-to-day job environments. We must sit quietly at our desks, no music or podcast listening allowed, limit personal effects throughout your office. We are all expected to dress professionally, and ultimately, when it comes to our jobs, we have to quiet our viewpoints on things that do not align with management. It reminds me of the scene on the Barbie movie where the character explains what is required of a woman. We have to be a certain way, and truly this is exhausting. But as she says, we must always be grateful. And so many of us are. We are grateful for the jobs that pay our bills and help us care for our families. But what does it cost us to not allow ourselves to shine? Turn to today's journal page and grab your favorite writing utensil. We are going to reflect on other ways that you have kept yourself and your fire small. In the space provided, take a moment to reflect on how you have been keeping yourself small. This could be everything from keeping your business a secret to containing how loudly you cheer at your child's baseball game. And yes, both of those are me. In this space, write down places, people, or events where you keep yourself quiet. What is it about these things that makes you stifle your true self? Get it all down on paper right now. As I mentioned above, two of the places where I have been keeping my fire contained were at my son's baseball games and in regards to this new budding business. At the games, I am very aware that I have a voice tone that carries easily. I have worked to always ensure that I am not speaking when someone is pitching. I also make sure I'm always saying positive and positively constructive things. These kids need to hear encouragement, and I want to ensure that they do. As for this budding business, I've found that I'm hesitant to share it with friends because this is a side of myself that they don't often know about. We don't always share that we are reflecting on parts of our lives or trying to improve ourselves. I know that when the time comes and I feel ready, I will tell everyone, but I also feel that I need at least one more month to get my process set up the way that I want. One of my friends is an author. She recently started writing romance novels, and she was terrified to tell everyone what she was doing. Fast forward a few years, and she is now working on her third book in a series. The whole town knows she writes, and even her mother reads her writing. Sometimes we need a little extra time to process our plans before we can let our light shine. The key is that at some point, you have to stop keeping yourself small. We've identified how we are keeping ourselves small, so now let's take this to the next level and come up with one step, just one simple way that we can work to help kindle these small fires we have been hiding. For me personally, I will be working to show up more authentically at the baseball games. I'm also going to tell one person about Embers and Intentions, and I will share the link to my channel. How are you going to help kindle your own embers? What is one thing that you can do this week to help fuel the fire of your dreams? Write down a few ideas in the space provided on today's notes page. Great work. It's important to remember on this journey of life that we will have twists and turns. There will be bumps in the road, Things will happen to make us dim our lights and pull back. But ultimately, to have true happiness in the world, we need to step out of our comfort zone and let our true colors shine as the strong women that we are. I hope this week you were able to have extra confidence in yourself after fueling your ember with one small action. I'll be here cheering, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another reflection.